Excited at the same time. Oh,
I'm kind of like bummed. I am kind of like,
we're live.
We are live at 6:59, a minute early. You guys are getting a minute more of us this evening. Good evening.
On the front end anyway.
Meeting is now live on YouTube. So you guys, this is kind of an important night for those of you that are tuning in. It's going to be a rather brief evening. But Renee and I want to talk to you. And we are going to have two very, 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 very special guests that are going to talk with us this evening.
I feel like the parents who are like, we need you to sit down and we're going to have a talk with you. We're
like, get ready to be put in the corner. That's kind of hot. No. So actually what's going on? So we're coming up on, this is our 20th episode, I believe.
Is it? I think
it's like 20. And Renee and I are realizing that, you know, we've come through COVID and left the studio and been doing Zoom. And we had a meeting on Sunday. And we are here to talk to all of our viewers tonight that are out there that get this, to talk and let you guys all know that we are going to be, what is the word, Renee?
Relaunching.
A relaunch. Yeah. So we're going to, Renee explained relaunches to me because I'm not that savvy. But we're going to be experiencing a relaunch. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that from your end?
Okay, so I feel like the evolution was, we started out in studio, we were having a ton of fun, and then we had to switch to Zoom because the state of California required it with the COVID shutdowns. And it was like, we totally, like, the air just got like let out of our sails. Like, we just, you know, like over time, we just felt like we weren't connecting to the project, and we didn't want to give up on it because we both love doing it, but we just realized that, like, it's not the content that we actually want to be putting out. We want it to be a little bit more curated. So with the relaunch, we're not going to be doing live anymore, except for occasionally to answer questions. And we're going to pre-record and have segments and have demonstrations, so you can see us make incenses. You can see, you know, me doing an oil blend or Sal doing an oil blend. And we want to actually like get down to showing you how to get your hands dirty with witchcraft. But because of that, there's going to be a period when we're not airing, because we're going to be in studio and we're going to be doing high quality content, which we can't devote the amount of time that we want to put into this to make it what we think it should and can be, and still have a weekly show. We have to sort of, you know, hit pause for where you guys are seeing us, but we're going to be working actually probably harder than ever behind the scenes.
Yeah. And then we will come back out. And what I'd like to say is, even though I'm not an Insta dude, you know, you have both mine and Renee's Instagrams, obviously, and we have Betwixt the Shadows, and we have someone that's going to be really working that end soon as well. So we're going to make that going to be a place for you guys to be in constant touch with us in the time being. And if you have questions, comments, shows you'd like to see, things of that nature, this is where you should start sending that stuff, and we will try to be as responsive as we can. But when we come back, we are going to have a new studio. We're going to have it set up a little bit more like a talk show, to where we actually have guests and people can sit back and relax and view it really well.
We're going to have an altar. We're going to have segments where we investigate locations that have haunted. Like, we're gonna be like laying shit out. So you have to be patient with us though if we, you know, aren't around for a second, because we're trying to make this really cool show happen for you guys. But we do need you guys to give us, you know, what do you want to learn? What do you want to see witchcraft demonstrations of? Because right now we're outlining the plan, basically.
Yeah. And that can, you know, I'd like to also let that stem into maybe things about also like haunted locations, maybe touch on that, because I know in October a bunch of us are going to be going back to Massachusetts, where I'm from, and we're going to be experiencing a really cool hollow. So we'll be shooting there then as well. Obviously, we'll be back before then, but
Yeah, but it's going to be a highlight.
Forward to, yeah. And as of this weekend, we're going to have a new resident living with us at the Crooked Path. So the haunted doll will be here, and we'll be talking about things like that and getting people more involved. And maybe I'd like to bring Patty Negri on in the future, and
Totally.
yeah, some new people. So with that, this is, like I said, this is going to be a really long episode tonight. Obviously, we're not really talking about witchcraft. We're more talking about what our plans are. And Renee and I were realizing that, and we've always said that, we're only half of what the show is. And with that, we decided last minute, pretty much like 10 minutes ago, that you guys need to meet the Shadow Crew.
The Shadow Crew.
So that is who we're going to bring in. And then we can talk with them about their concepts. So with that, I'd like to welcome Grace and Jackie. Are they on?
Yeah, there they go. We got Jackie.
Yay. So these are the two people that John has stepped away for doing other things, with all much love to him. He's got some other stuff going on, so he's not here. But we do still have Grace and Jackie, and I would like you guys to take a moment to explain what your concepts are on the show and what you think could change it. Well, Grace, why don't you go first? Grace, are you there? Does she not hear us?
I don't know.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. We got it.
Sound issues, but I got it.
Yeah, the floor is yours. So tell us what you think, we should be doing in the future and where you see this going.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's see. Well, I don't know. I kind of see it like, you guys pretty much said it, like I think that's a really great direction. Oh yeah. And then like what we're gonna do too, we're actually going to be like, yeah, it's definitely a new format. You guys pretty much said it. Like,
yeah.
And we're also gonna be expanding some content. Also, we're gonna have a more structured seasonal way of doing things. So
yeah, well, that's why you're here, because you're the one that gives us structure, and that's what Grace does. She makes sure everything moves in time, and keeps us on the mark as far as what we do, because Renee and I both talk so much and get in our modes. So that's what Grace is really excellent at, and so she's going to help us give us more structure that way.
Yeah, and also not just like on set too, but like even like planning out what the topics will be, what we're covering, how long each episode is going to be, and also just having more of a through line with each season.
Great, good to hear. And Jackie, what do you have to say? What are you thinking of everything?
Hi, I want to see more demos. I want to see you guys in action. I want to see you guys really diving into the meat of what witchcraft is, what magic is, all of it.
That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm excited for the demos, really getting into it. I think we lost a lot when we went to the Zoom space. So I'm looking forward to building a set, being on set, and just really bringing this thing to life, because you guys have a wealth of information between the two of you. There's great banter. We've got a lot here to work with. So I want to work with it and really mold it into something, because I think we can do that, bring in some great guests and really turn this into something so much greater than a podcast.
Yeah, it won't be on podcast form anymore either, because we just, we're not going to be able to translate demonstrations to audio when we're showing you. And like, we're going to do stuff like Sal's going to teach us how to do the lesser banishing ritual. You know what I mean? So that exactly what that looks like and what those steps look like, and, psychic development stuff and walkthroughs that way. It's going to be fucking awesome, but it's going to just take a little bit of time to get together.
Yeah, like we'll do different things. I want to do like a little episode on consecrations of space and calling in guardians and wards. So the new space is going to give us way more room to move. The camera, we'll have two cameras. So we're going to be moving around and getting people to see that what we're doing live. So we'll have a static camera, and then we'll also have one that is with us that will hook up, and we can move around and go through the ritual movements. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it really is. It's going to be hard. I'm a little bummed that it's going to take some time. But I after discussing this with the crew and with Renee and with some of my PR team, or our PR team actually, they really made me realize that, it's just going to be better.
Yeah.
Because I truthfully, I have to say that, and I'm sure Renee will agree with me on this. We started to fall away because Zoom just started taking away what we were.
It's so
And
true.
yeah, and it was fun in the beginning when I had Renee across from me, and
Mhm.
everything was moving. I mean, be it so we had a table between us, but it's going to be the format is going to be much different now.
And like, I mean, a lot of you guys fell off too. A lot of the viewers fell off as soon as we went from live to Zoom.
Yeah.
So we thanks for everyone who stuck around, but
Yeah, and it's cool. I
not
mean,
everyone did.
and so also we are going to, if there's any shows that you guys want to see, there were some great topics, even though they were on Zoom. So if there's anything that you guys want to see, now would be the time to start checking out the videos on YouTube, because after a couple of weeks, probably we're going to pull those
Mhm.
and wipe them and just keep the original series up pre-Zoom. So
Yeah.
there are some good topics on there.
Yeah, get the Zoom videos you want to see sooner than later. I think what we'll probably do is at least hide the videos in like a week or two, but we can leave them up with access if you have a special link. So if we take down episodes that you didn't get a chance to see, email us and we'll send you a private link, because we just want it to, we just want the clean slate. So that'll give you a chance to, if you did miss something before we take it away, we can give you an option to look at it,
Yeah.
even if it's not posted.
Yeah. So I think these are all really cool things, and I think it's really going to help us, do better in the long run.
I'm so excited. I'm bummed, but I'm really excited.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited.
yeah. I mean, I think we all are, and I really think that, we, obviously, you'll see us again. I mean, it's going to be some time. So we get back. Somebody's flying by on a skateboard with a spotlight on his head. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, so we got some things like that we have to work on. But hopefully, you'll see us, late April, May. I can't give you a date yet, but I'm imagining around there after us, because we're going to go right to work. We've got a lot ahead of us. We're not taking time off. We're just taking time off after you guys viewing us. We have like Renee said, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, like brainstorming, outlining the seasons. It'll probably be
Editing.
8 to 10 episodes, and then a live stream at the end, so that you can ask us your questions like from throughout the season.
Yeah.
And it'll be smaller episodes, but twice a week.
Twice a week. Yeah.
Yeah. So like 20 to 30-minute episodes a week.
Which will be cool, and that'll be really neat. One will be a little more detailed for those that really want to stick around, and the other ones are just going to be more nuts and bolts of everything that we're talking about that week.
And also, like, this feels kind of like we were like, this is fated, because the last two times we did a live Zoom session, no one could send their questions in. And I'm looking on YouTube now, and it looks like no one's able to send in their questions again. Like, I can't send any questions or comments. So like, the base of our Zoom format was answering your guys' questions, and it's like that hasn't been working for weeks. And so it just feels like it's time. So sorry if you guys are like wanting to comment right now and you can't. Like, it's just the chat won't load.
It's really
yeah.
weird.
It says something went wrong on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I think it's a YouTube thing. It's
Mhm.
just been like that the last few weeks.
Yeah.
But we had some diehards. We had some people out there. Definitely Seeker. We had, of course, Chris over in Britain. Chanel. There's a lot of people that are still hanging on, and Mia believe it or not. I talked to Mia about it. And at first she was bummed. She thought we were leaving, but I explained to her that we're not leaving. We just are revamping. We're not bailing out on
It's a
this.
rebrand.
It
We're
is.
going to make it better.
Yeah.
It definitely is. And so just hold the faith. And maybe, God's willing, God is willing. Maybe, if we're eager and we're strong enough and we move hard enough, maybe we can see you guys on Beltane, which is in May. So see what's going on there and let us get to work.
Yeah. So I guess at this point, just send us the topics you really want to learn about. If it's candle carving, if it's oil blending, whatever it is, DDs. I mean, we're gonna try and hit it all. I've got big plans for alien episodes and all kinds of shit. I have crazy alien footage that I've never released before. So
That's kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know I'm excited to see what happens this week at the shop with the doll coming in.
Oh, do you want to
Yeah.
tell people about this doll, Sal?
Well, we can a little bit. I mean, I've got this.
well, don't do too much because if we're gonna
Yeah.
do an episode about it.
There's not much to talk about except for there's this there's a woman I met through one of my Hecate groups that has a doll with an entity in it that's kind of negative, and she can't really have it anymore. So she's like a 4-foot doll that is going to take up residence here at the Crooked Path in a consecrated case. And Saturday morning she's coming in. Patty Negri will be here with me, and we're gonna try to get some footage on that, and then we'll bring that up when it comes time. But I with that, tonight, you guys, I'm sorry that we're not here to really talk about like magical situations, so we're probably going to be pulling out soon here.
Yeah.
But know that Betwixt the Shadows is here. We appreciate everything that you guys did. Thank you for all your support, and don't give up on us.
Yeah, and just make a list of the archived episodes that you want to watch. I think probably we'll leave them up for a week, but then we'll set the videos to private, which means if you just email us with a list of the episodes you want to see, we can send you a private link, because I think that's a thing on YouTube where you can make it private, but with a link other people can see it. So that's what we'll do.
Sure.
All right. Sounds
All right. Well, with that, thank you to the Shadow Crew for getting us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We wouldn't be able to have done any of this without you guys.
And you guys, is this episode 20?
It looks like
I think it's
yeah,
20.
I'm sure.
Renee's
I
looking
think
at
19.
Yeah.
It's
So
19.
we're almost at 20, but we have,
Yeah.
there you go.
There it is.
We'll
Yeah.
pick up where we left off.
All right. Well,
Way better and stronger.
yeah, new season, and then we'll start doing this seasonally too, so that'll make things different. But again, be safe out there. We're almost through COVID. Take care of each other, and thank you, Jackie and Grace,
And Voodoo.
You're welcome.
for doing what you guys do on your side. And of course, first and foremost, to my awesome co-hostess, Renee. I mean, this is our first attempt. And thank you for, getting through this with me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited. I'm really actually very excited about where this is going to go. I feel really good about it. Like it's going to be the original vision manifested.
Yeah. Well, this is Betwixt the Shadows, and
We'll be
stay
back.
tuned. We'll be back, and please watch our Instagram and get a hold of us at Betwixt the Shadows at gmail.com. You can find me at Salvatore_modern_witch at Instagram.
I'm Rainbow Glitter Star. I'll still have my podcast, The Glitter Cast, going. So if you need a fix through there, and then we'll get Sal on it.
Yeah.
It's time to promo Betwixt coming back.
That'd be kind of neat. And yeah, and also, obviously the Crooked Path is still here.
Mhm.
The Crooked Path _LA on Instagram. You can always come down to the shop at 2020 West Magnolia, or the Crooked Path shop.com. So with that, you guys, thank you for the awesome 19 weeks that we got with you. Tune, stay with us. Renee, much love to you, and safety to all of you guys. You want to say goodbye? Anything else?
We'll be back. That's
Bye.
all I
We'll
wanna
be
say.
back.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
Grace and Jackie, goodbye. This is Sal, the Crooked Path, and Betwixt the Shadows.